I'm going to be straight with you. Right now, my parents agree to a lot of things that I ask from them. And that's not a small feat considering it wasn't always this way. Because look at the color of my skin. I'm come from India, I'm come from an Indian family, I'm Indian. What led to this? Because usually I'm grateful to say that I come from a well-off family. My family does pretty well in terms of money and shit, so super happy. But the problem for you for not usually getting the stuff your parents are agreeing to shit, whether it be your life path, the things you want, and your desires, your parents not aligning to that, is because you don't mean shit. Your words don't mean shit. They don't have respect for you. And before I get into how to make your parents respect you, just forget about that. How do you make people respect you? Forget about parents for a moment. Well, let me tell you a story. There was once a bald dude going around and telling people to do push-ups, smoke cigars, drive fast cars. His name was Andrew Tate. We won't get into his controversy, all that shit. We won't get into that. But I just want to tell you this one story. It was a time in which he bought some cigars from a place, not telling you to go out and buy cigars, by the way. He went and bought cigars, and he was delivered like a pack extra. Of course, what he did, he just took it and then he told the seller that was a pack of cigars, and it was very expensive pieces of cigars. He told that was extra. He gave it back. He could have had that. The seller didn't know that the cigars were given to him. The seller was facing a huge amount of headache because it was a missing pack of cigars, an expensive pack of cigars. But Andrew, he gave it back, and from that point he's been given special treatment and attention from the cigar seller or something. What I'm trying to tell you is not to become bald, to smoke cigarettes, or to just put up a show of being respectable in front of other people, because that defeats the point. Okay, sure, in that instances the other person may respect you, but you can't lie to yourself. The other person only watches you at certain times, but you watch yourself all the goddamn time. And I'll get into this point a bit later. Let's say you as a person are sculpting yourself into the person that you want to be, are putting chinks in your existence, trying to improve. Well, how people will start to notice it. And let's say, coming back to the point with my parents, I was in self-improvement as I said no to stuff. When they called out to me to go and watch movies, I said no. To eat junk food, I said no. To buy snacks, I said no. And then my dad, he just saw me waking up at, who knows, 4:50 in the morning, 4:55 p.m. in the morning, just to go out and go for this football coaching. I was driven at that point. I was asking it for so long. I was driven, not because I was passionate about football or anything, but because it meant social status. And I was so dissatisfied with where I was in my school's social hierarchy. They watched me progress. My parents were, and then when I was going to the gym, I had worked out on and off decently, consistently for a few months. And they've seen it. They've seen me go out, work out, sweat and shit. And that's what made it a lot easier for them to say yes when I asked for a gym. A teenager asking his Indian parents for going to the gym, I would have received a no. I would have obviously received a no, but the yeses were coming a lot more when I was respectable to them. So how do you become respectable to other people? By turning yourself into a person that you yourself can respect. As you take the figure of your existence, as you take out your hammer and a nail and you start to sculpt yourself, And the thing with that analogy is that it's going to hurt. It's not going to be comfortable by any means. As you take upon the journey to sculpt yourself into the person that you want to be. Because what are the values that you respect in other people? You may not be 100% clear about this. As you read about more stuff, as you get introspective, and as all of this shit starts happening in your self-improvement journey, you will get more and more clarity about your values. Because what are the stuff an other person does makes you disrespect them? When they lie to you, when they cheat you, when they talk behind your back. And imagine a person who has the balls to stand up for himself, to draw boundaries. I'm just telling you the things, values which I respect. Stands up for himself, to draw boundaries, assert himself, still sticks to his character under pressure. Who says the truth, who's truthful, who's honest, not only when it counts, who's there for you not only when it counts, even at the places in which it is a huge disadvantage for him, he sticks to his values. That is the kind of person you need to turn yourself into. You need to slowly identify, there'll be things that you know will be better, the values that you know you want to uphold. You need to be it could be even, as a lot of self-improvement people will say, it could be even be discipline and willpower, doing what even if you don't feel like doing it, going out and doing the work. You know these values, and because you monitor yourself every single moment. And in that sense of truthfulness, it also means not only being truthful to others, it means truthful to yourself. If you say, I'm going to do that tomorrow, and you fail to do it tomorrow, your words won't have meaning to yourself. You should need to know that if you say with conviction that you're going to do it tomorrow, it's not a fake thing, you're going to actually do it tomorrow. You need to admit to yourself that I'll try my best to do it tomorrow, but that's a chance that I won't do it. Admit your shit to yourself. Admit your weakness to yourself. And that discipline. When you see yourself become the person that you respect. In moments in which there are a lot of times when you stand for your values, when you live correctly, when you become noble in something, nobody is going to notice it. But you will be there to notice it, and that's why your self-image changes. That's why you start respecting yourself, because you are changing into a person whose values he stands for. That is game changing. When you are able to respect yourself, others will start to respect you. When I'm living a life of pretty strict discipline, at least compared to my family members, I don't eat junk food, shit food, dopamine food, pretty much at all. I don't watch porn, I don't masturbate, and I have developed myself into a reasonably good person. There have been times that I told the truth, that I stuck to my values, even if it meant, even in situations where I didn't have to, where it could have backlashed on me, where sticking to the truth, sticking to my values could have gone wrong and resulted in pain. Pain as in not physical pain, it resulted in so-called uncomfortableness. I stuck to my values, and that situations like that, as they build up, as you start building evidence, as you can't lie to yourself and change your image of yourself. And as your image yourself starts to become someone that you can respect, don't even worry about others respecting you. It will happen. And the values that you stand for, you just ask yourself, what are stuff that you'll respect in another person? Ambition, drive, character. There's so many things I can go on naming, and you try to go out and live it yourself. And connecting this with the parent thing, they saw me change as a person. They saw me going out, and they saw me speaking up more. They saw me being more social, being more disciplined, being more outgoing, being truthful, exercising willpower. in a way in which they don't think they can exercise themselves. And when you become different, when you change, it's not that they'll always support you. It's like they will at points say stuff like against you. You will push through, but the things that will earn other people's and your respect won't be the things that make you feel good and make those other people feel good, but it is what's right. They other people will say, like, it's just moderation, bro, just one candy, just one cigarette, just another video game. You don't know, it doesn't feel good to you, it doesn't feel good to the other person, but it is the right act. And those right acts, they will change your life. And if you want respect from other people, respect from your parents, respect from your friends, respect from your girlfriend, respect from your woman, respect from your sex partner, then first you need to earn. You can't just do visualization. Okay, maybe it works, maybe it doesn't. You have to earn the respect of yourself. Peace.